Hello and welcome to Just Us Thinking. I am your host, Michael.
And I'm your co-host, Rebecca.
And I'm your AV guy, Mikey.
What was that? No. Go back to the three of us. What the hell?
I don't know why I was trying so hard not to laugh.
You weren't, and you're like, God, what? I don't know what you did there.
I tried my hardest not to laugh.
You got like a little excited there. I don't know what was going on, did you? I don't know. You excited to be back? Is that what it is?
I am. It's great. It's
All
great
right.
to be back.
All right, so we're back.
We
Yeah.
are.
We're back. We had a lot longer break than we thought we were going to be on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. So this is not our first episode back, but it's the first episode.
It's the first episode back, but not really.
That
Right.
made the cut.
That made the cut.
Yeah.
We had audio issues really bad
Yeah.
on the first show back, so
Yeah.
that got scrapped real quick.
Yes,
did.
it did.
All right.
So what are we going to talk about today?
This is gonna be. I told Mikey what the show's name was, and now I forgot it. I think I'm. What did I tell you?
Warping reality.
Warping reality. Yes.
Yep.
I think that was yeah. Someone write that down.
We will. Don't worry.
Okay. So this is now. If you didn't see our Mandela Effect episode, I would definitely check it out. It was the most angry that I think I've made Rebecca and Mikey on a show.
Do you realize that was like a year ago, though?
Was it a year ago?
Yeah.
A year ago, we had this episode that was for the Mandela Effect.
Yeah. Because we did it before Mikey's birthday last year.
Oh.
Or either before his birthday or before Christmas. One of the two.
That's that.
Yeah.
Wow, a year ago.
Yeah.
So go back and watch that episode because Mikey and Rebecca were very, very upset during that episode.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Just saying.
Yeah. So this is gonna be kind of. We're gonna cover a lot of the Mandela Effect.
Okay. So you're going to piss me off again now?
Yeah. I'm so good at it. Why would I not?
You are very good at it, yeah.
So there's a theory, and it's kind of a working theory that if you don't know what the Mandela Effect is, I suggest you look it up. I suggest you watching the video. But it's where you think one thing when it's not true. It's completely different.
Yeah, we went through some videos again, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason there's a theory, a working theory on why this happens.
Okay, why is that?
So if it goes back to the multiverse.
Okay.
Okay. So, and Mikey's really good with the multiverse, right?
I know that, yes.
Okay, so that's with your Spider-Man enters that, Doctor Strange. A lot of the Marvel kicked in the
yeah.
multi-universe. Now DC has it as well.
They do.
So there's a theory that there's a multiverse.
Okay.
Okay, and with that multiverse, it's said that if you die, maybe you were in a different universe. Okay.
Okay.
I want to say what's Marvel's with Earth? We're 616 or
616. Like they have a bunch of numbers after our Earth.
Right. So it's we're
Okay.
Earth 616 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So when you're talking with the reason Doctor Strange looks the same in Earth 614 is because those universes are so close together. What?
Okay.
You're lost.
I'm not lost. I'm just like realizing that I don't keep up with these as much as you do.
You're realizing
or Mikey.
that you just realized you married a nerd.
I did, yeah.
You're like, the look on your face was...
That's the realization.
What? Yeah, that was a realization of what have I done?
Oh, God.
My explanation is it's just a movie and it's just played by the same actor, okay?
Incorrect.
And she's sitting between me and Mikey that no.
Yeah.
So this is why in Spider-Man, or if you look at especially with the most recent Spider-Man that came out, right?
Yeah.
They're all from different. That's Spider-Man doesn't look the same in all those movies.
No.
Is because the Earths are so far apart.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
Dude.
Are you just having our first recording back and you're having a
She's
conniption
just
fit over
having
here?
a laughing fit.
And I'm
She's
thinking
like-
with the Spider-Man movies, it's just, a movie and it's played by 3 different actors.
It is.
No.
The reality
sorry.
is here.
The reality is yes.
Yes,
But
you're-
no. There's lore.
Yeah, there's lore.
Oh, okay.
There's a spider pig. Come on.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a spider pig.
But the reason that, Spider-Man...
Seriously, a spider pig?
Yeah.
Have
He's
you
called
not
Spider
seen the
Ham.
Yeah, Spider-Ham.
Wow.
Have you not seen Spider-Verse?
I have not.
We're forcing you to watch Spider-Verse 1 and 2.
How can we have these?
Great.
How can we have these serious conversations when you haven't even checked the lore?
I know.
I don't know.
Like,
Sorry.
catch up on your lore, dude.
Yeah, you need to get your shit together.
That's it.
I guess.
Jeez. The reason that Miles Morales is a Spider-Man is he's from a different Earth,
Okay.
different than Peter Parker.
Yeah.
In his one, maybe Peter Parker died or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So that kind of just gives you a rough explanation of the
Yeah.
universe, and if you're like Rebecca, you have no clue.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
what they're saying is it very well could be that like you died in another world,
Okay.
and then you got reincarnated into this world,
Okay.
or you had a near-death experience in this world where you died, but another person, you from another dimension or another from the multiverse came in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's a good example. I know you watched the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wanda was trying to replace another Wanda from another world, remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
in that world she had kids.
Yeah.
And this Wanda knew she had kids or wanted kids or whatever that was. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why that's why some people have like that motherly instinct, because in a previous life they had kids and this one they didn't.
Okay.
Now-
Interesting.
That makes sense.
There are examples of people like dying or going into a coma and then waking up
Oh, yeah.
and not knowing
Oof.
that they had kids, or waking up to say it could be maybe they were dreaming and they thought they had kids, but they wake up and they're like, hey, where's Sam and Elliot? And they're like, who? They're like, my kids. You don't have any
Yeah.
kids.
Oh, that's sad.
I know, right?
They're making a new TV show about that too, to that effect. So
You see?
yeah.
Oh my
Is it-
god.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it's a good subject, and what it does is it gets your mind racing and gets you like thinking.
Right. Yep.
So what if that was true? I mean, what if?
That'd be kind of crazy if it is.
Yeah. So maybe you had something that happened where you're on your way home, and I'm not going to say is there a higher power involved here? And could there be some higher power being or whatever it is? You call him whatever you want. I'm going to call him Joe. Okay.
Yes, good old Joe.
Joe.
Is
I figure a good 3 letters that we could run with. Okay.
Dear Joe.
Dear Joe. So Joe's sitting up there in his, I don't know, we'll call it a cloud mansion. All right.
Okay.
And Joe's looking down over all these different universes. And he looks over, and so Rebecca's on her way home. And it's a character he likes. He's like, I'm kind of fond of her. And then he looks over and goes, and maybe he's tired of a couple of these. Maybe he's consolidating. He's like, I'm done with this universe. I'm going to start, closing that up. And, that ant farm is dead. So I'm going to,
Okay. Yeah.
most of the ants in there are dead. So the live ones, I got to find a new home for, right?
Okay.
One of the live ants over here is Rebecca. And then this Rebecca over here gets into a car accident and dies.
Okay.
And he goes, oh man, I really liked Rebecca. She was my favorite. I got an Aunt Rebecca here. Let me pop her right over there. I'm going to rewind and she's not going to die, but it's going to be a near-death experience, okay?
Oh, okay. That would.
Could also explain deja vu sometimes,
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So now Rebecca's alive, and in the world that Rebecca came from, Febreze was spelled one way. And in this world, it's spelled just a little different.
No, it's
There-
spelled
There
incorrectly.
you go. Trying to piss me off again.
Yeah.
Am
Bring
I
in
right?
the Febreze.
You're right.
So
And Oreo. What are you talking about?
I know the double stuff really
Yeah.
pissed you guys off
That
too.
did too.
Yeah.
Like,
And the Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
Fruit
A
Loops
lot
I
of
get.
them.
Sorry.
So your world, you came from a world where all that was different.
Okay.
And now that you got plopped into this world because that old timeline was dying, and they were Loki, Loki decided that wasn't going to be a timeline
That
for
damn
you.
Loki.
I know, mother. It's just what happened. So that, could you imagine if that was the case?
That would be kind of.
That would be cool though.
That would be kind of cool on one hand and kind of freaky on the other.
A
Yes.
little bit of
Yeah,
both.
a little bit of both.
It would
Now-
be both, but still.
This theory isn't. This isn't just. Some crackpot had this theory. movies had this prevalence. They have.
Yeah, they have.
Jet Li's the one.
Okay.
He goes around in time because he's a time traveler. He could go into these multiverse.
Yeah.
And you have your phone. I want you to look up when Jet Li the One movie came out. Just because I want to know the time frame for this.
Okay.
Well, and like with the multiverse thing, how many movies have actually done something where there is multiple timelines?
Well, there's multiple timelines. There's different versions of it. There's all kinds of movies that have done that.
Now, here's the other question.
Time cop. Now, a lot of them cover time travel. Time travel is different than others. So
Gotcha.
what year did that movie come out, babe?
What was the name
It's
of the
called
movie?
Jet Li the One.
Oh, Jet Li the One.
I just
Okay.
said that, didn't I?
You did.
Jet
Li the One.
the One.
Her Google skills are not the greatest.
2001.
2001.
Yeah.
It's 2024.
Wow.
That movie came out 23 years ago.
That's,
That's crazy.
crazy.
Probably almost 24 years
Jinx.
ago. Isn't that crazy?
That is.
Darn.
So it's not a new concept of this at all. And he basically he's a I guess he was a time person,
Yeah.
and then he jumps through time and he found out I could kill myself, and the more I kill myself in other timelines, the faster and better I get because I could absorb the energy.
That's crazy.
Okay.
That concept came from Highlander. There could be only one.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could see where they play off each other. Now, here's my problem with movies and a lot of this stuff. When we look at some old movies and some of the stuff that they like joked around about with what technology was going to be,
Yeah.
aren't we getting there?
We are.
We
Yeah.
are.
I mean, how many times did The Simpsons predict something? I swear to God.
I'm going to blow your mind, Mikey. You ready for this?
Yeah.
In The Simpsons, Homer got a pig one time.
Okay.
And then he started singing the song, Spider Pig, does whatever a spider pig does. And he's holding it up and making it walk on the ceiling. way before the Spider-Verse.
Wait. Really?
Yeah. It's a real thing. I'm not lying to you.
I'm going to Google that.
Oh, that's
So-
great.
I know, but
Oh my God.
so the question here is,
Are we sure? Are we convinced that the creators of The Simpsons aren't like
Are time
are
travelers?
time travelers?
I'm not 100% sure.
Wow. Yeah.
When did that episode come out?
Um,
Does it say?
I'm looking
Because she's
here.
Googling this now.
Yes.
So Mikey, it gets kind of crazy with this because now are the Simpsons predicting stuff? Are people watching the Simpsons say, "Hey, that's a great idea," and they're doing it?
Ooh.
2013.
2013. There you
Wow.
go. Way before.
Way before Spider-Verse.
Yeah. See
Wow.
what I mean?
Way before.
So what is it? Are other people stealing from the Simpsons? Are the Simpsons getting ideas and going back in time and putting the
That's
and
what I'm
making,
thinking.
That's the question.
Do they have a future ball go, oh, they're going to come out with this. We're going to do that now.
Oh my
mean,
god. That would
or
be insane.
Do they just throw enough because the Simpsons been on forever.
Oh, they really
Yeah.
have.
And eventually you do enough stupid stuff like that, eventually you're going to tell. Nostradamus is a good example of that.
Yeah.
You say enough bullshit, vague crap,
Yeah.
then yeah, you could, I sense we're going to do more podcasts in the future. Wow.
Wow.
What a prediction, right?
Right.
What
yeah.
a crazy
I
prediction.
know. I'm just that good.
You really
So-
are.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but it's kind of you have to take a step back and say, the hell are the Simpsons doing?
I know that's
Or
crazy.
who the hell is watching the Simpsons and thinking they could get some of the good ideas from the Simpsons?
I know.
Wow.
Somebody who must be crazy.
I watched the Simpsons when I was a kid,
Me too.
and I remember watching stupid episodes of them having these talking with their friends on these video phones. And I remember thinking at the time going, that would be so cool to carry around a TV and talk to people like that.
Right?
And I'm like, and that now it's a reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
That's
we have
crazy.
a screen in our pocket.
Yeah.
It goes to I remember going into my father's work. Now he worked for a big company,
Okay.
and when it was his time for rotation, the tape backups and everything, he had these big discs that were like huge. They looked like movie reels.
Okay.
And he would have to go in there and replace those and change things out.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
And they would have crates of that stuff that were crazy.
Wow.
Like crates upon
Right.
crates.
Right. Now,
Jeez.
their server room was probably as big as our house. Okay?
Nice.
Dude.
They had... imagine, you see our refrigerator, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That was what the computers looked like back then. They were a huge box that looked about the size of a computer.
Oh, wow.
Of a
Yeah.
refrigerator. Their
Yeah.
computers were that big.
I
okay?
remember when
So
I
they
first, like, my first job, too, like, I remember us having a server room
Right.
and seeing those. I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
They have just a whole room filled with computers that were as big as a refrigerator.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
would have multiple rows of those things.
Oh yeah. If they were
Have
a
you
big
ever
company,
seen a server room?
No, because we don't live in a time where we need server rooms.
Yeah, we still have them, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could look up what a server room looked like.
everybody has just tiny, like, everybody just has towers right next to them now that it's just crazy.
It's kind of crazy that
Yeah, that's what,
what
like,
it,
That's what a server room looked
Yeah.
like?
What did you look up?
Just like server room images. And like,
Dude.
yeah. I mean, that's what they look like.
Oh yeah. Here, I
They're
found one.
giant.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me blow this up.
Wow.
Yeah. Go ahead and go to that. Throw that up there. That used to be kind of a big server room. Now this looks a little more modern.
That does.
Because
Yeah.
these look like cages here.
But something like this.
Wow.
But they were huge. It looks different. So all
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I remember we always had to go buy that to get like somewhere in the office, and it was
Right.
like, oh,
That's
okay.
So
insane.
now here's the funny thing. Now with our computers here, we've always had these desktop computers that sat underneath the desk,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
these big blocks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it used to be. Now here's how far we are. Our computer for the podcast is about yay big.
Yeah, it's like a 4x4, if that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's 4x4, 5x. I will tell you, the new stickers that we just ordered for the podcast
Yeah.
that we're gonna have here, they are so much bigger than the,
I
than
know.
the
Yeah.
computer.
That's crazy.
Here, let me see. So let me see your mouse pad here.
Okay.
So,
There you
and
go.
these are our mouse pads. So these will be on our merch shop eventually once we get everything going. That circle on there is 5.5 inches wide. So that's a circle of five. And if I put our new our new computer on this, you can still see the image on the edges
Wow.
Yeah.
because it's that small,
It, that's just insane that
right?
a lot of like how much memory can go in there in such a tiny thing.
Right. Well, and they say, I'll tell you, here's my cell phone. They're saying with cell phones, the first computer in the equipment that they use to get to the moon,
Yeah.
they say that this has more power than the computers to do that.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, and that's crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, we can do so much on our phones now.
Right, and it's crazy. Now I have the laptop right in front of me, which I have. Really, the reason people use laptops still is because it has a screen attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but now we're in our new studio here, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
It turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Now we still have Tap is actually also filmed in here as well.
Yep.
So the American Armory podcast is also filmed in here.
Okay.
So we still have their flag up because we recorded our show, then we recorded a Tap show.
Yeah.
Now we're recording our show. We scrapped our first show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good concept. Audio screwed us,
Yep.
Yeah.
which happens. Now we're not completely done in here. We have a lot. There's still a lot of work.
Oh,
we're still
for
working
sure.
a little bit of lighting that still
Yeah.
needs to be worked on.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
It's really, really comfortable. I kind of like it in here.
I do too.
It's pretty nice. Here's my problem. This is kind of an outbuilding, so I forgot to turn off the heater because I turned on the heater.
Yeah.
And it's getting a little toasty in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now it's 28 degrees outside,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we're cold
Hello,
out
December.
Hello and welcome to December.
there. Yeah, but it's in here. It's starting to get pretty warm. I'm
Yeah.
getting pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
And normally I turn on the heater for a little bit and then I turn it off.
Right.
But we got carried away and started working with things, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
happens. I don't know. What do you think about this warped reality that could possibly be out there?
So
I mean, I guess it's a possibility. I don't, I never dive
You're
as
not a nerd.
I don't dive deep like that, like you do into stuff like that. So,
I
but-
think there's a big possibility, but my thing is can another alternate version of ourselves come in contact with another version of us? Like, let's say a different reality me, like, lived but came to this one, but I didn't die per se. So can me interact with me from another universe
Oh,
or
that-
timeline?
that's a good question. So
wow, I think you just out nerd your dad.
no,
Oh my god, bro.
I got
Really?
no, I got an answer for him. I have the answer. I saw this in a movie once.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now is it what you're talking? Different multiverse, not time travel.
Yeah, not time travel, different multiverse.
Okay. So is it gay if a future you comes back and gives you a hand job?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't
Well,
know.
you're doing it. It's just masturbation, right?
No,
But
'Cause
it's
probably-
you.
but it's you from a different reality. So you're
Different reality or different time. It's still you.
but it's still you're still
I think we broke it.
you're still doing
Yeah.
You're still doing what?
it's still two people.
No, it's the same person.
It's the same. Yeah, but you still have two people.
It's not two people. It's one person.
it's one person.
So there's a couple videos out there, and you could Google these or YouTube them.
Okay.
There's a couple videos of it shows a guy that's like standing on the side of the road, and another guy comes walking up that looks really it looks like the same guy.
Okay.
He walks by, he taps the guy on the shirt and moves off quickly.
Yeah.
The guy moves out of the way just as a truck damn near would have killed him if he didn't move.
Oh,
wow.
no, I've seen it where like somebody has like tapped them on the shoulder, and like there was like this swinging gate
Yep.
that like came through. He turned around, he ducked just as the thing like
Yep.
cleared his head by like
Right.
a
So
little bit.
could that have been someone coming back in time, saving their own life? Or maybe they got really injured and they're like, ooh, I could go back and save that injury. Or maybe it's maybe it's you from another timeline or another multiverse that comes visiting this timeline. It's like, hey, I would say if you went to another timeline
Okay.
and you saw something that was going to happen to you in that timeline, would you want to let yourself die in that timeline, or would you try to save
I'd probably
yourself?
I'd probably try to save myself. Yeah.
I would save myself.
So what's saying that that's not happening already?
Well, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So do I believe in time travel? Until I come back and tell myself that it's true. Hold on. Nope, not. I don't know. I would say it doesn't exist yet, or I don't know how to do time travel yet.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think you do.
I
No.
don't either.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just think about it of if every decision you made through life was created a new spark of something else? Can you imagine where those would be?
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
would be really
Right. Every decision you made has two outcomes, or possibly more.
I mean, it could have millions of outcomes.
Correct. So it's like a ripple in the pool. So what happens if I never dated someone, or maybe I was dating someone and I'm like, I'm gonna break up with this person, and then I said, nah, you know what, I'm not gonna break up with them.
Okay.
That could have been a whole nother timeline for me to be somewhere else.
I wonder
Yeah.
if the butterfly effect can kill timelines or create new ones?
I would say the butterfly effect could do, I think, both. This is why most of the movies you say you don't really want to fuck with the timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you travel back in time, don't talk to yourself or change anything.
Well,
Unless that's your sole mission.
Yeah.
What
Right.
if that's your sole mission to change something?
well, and there's a lot of theories of what would happen with time travel. Is a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah.
I mean, time travel can get like screwed up.
Right.
We're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
have to save time travel, maybe for the next episode.
Okay.
Maybe maybe we'll talk more about the time travel in the after show.
Oh.
Oh,
You want to
okay.
head over there and have a talk with that?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So if you like our show, now that we're back, we're kind of a mess here.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
I'll take over. You
You take over. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So you can like us on Facebook. There's Twitter, which is now what, X?
X.
And then of course Instagram,
Right.
right? We have our videos on YouTube and Rumble.
Yep.
Okay. And what else, Mikey? Or is that it?
Ooh.
Oh no, we're on all podcast
We're on
players.
all
Yeah,
podcast
because you can still
players.
listen to
So,
us and everything on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast,
Spotify,
Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube Music,
Okay.
Ooh.
Podbeans. I think there's so many
There-
podcast players.
Yeah, there's so many.
We're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
going to list them all. Sorry.
So if you're listening, that's what you get.
All
If
right.
you're watching us, you could watch our videos and actually see what's going on in our podcasts going forward in a video format on YouTube and Rumble.
Sounds good.
You can still listen to us, and that might be your preferred method. You're like,
Yeah.
You
Who
know,
knows?
whatever it is. So
I don't want to look at these guys' faces, so I'll
Yeah.
just listen to
right.
them.
Now we're also on TikTok.
Yeah. We're on TikTok.
You don't like TikTok, do you?
I don't use TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Why would I use TikTok?
You're like in the 1 in like 10 kids that don't.
Yeah. Are you even a teenager?
I mean, for the longest period of time, the only social media I had was Facebook.
And even then,
And you
didn't
don't
really
even
And
do
even
use
then, I
that.
didn't even use it.
Yeah. That's crazy. So it's kind of crazy. So
It is.
All right. So like us, subscribe to us. We're on Facebook. We're on all these places. So
Check us out.
Yeah, definitely check us out. We have a lot more episodes coming forward. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff. We wanted the new space so we could have guests. So our goal and our focus is going to try to get more guests in here, and just kind of be a little bit more loose and fun with the show. I think. Right?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. Time
Uh,
to go. What do we? I don't. It's been so long. I don't even know how we do this.
Bye, everybody.
That's how we do it.